Alright, so I've been making way too many sneaker purchases over the past few weeks, months now even, with most of them being on impulse. And here is a product of that impulsive buying, with the pair being the AJ1 Low, dubbed as the Nothing But Nets. So I got these from Hibbett Sports about a week ago, and if you're watching this in the future, it was about late June of 2020. And I saw them at a time where there was a full size run. By the time I had gotten myself to pull the trigger, my 9.5 was the last size available, so I justified it in my mind and was like, okay, gotta grab these. And shout out to Hibbett Sports as well, because they were on my doorstep within 2 days of ordering them. But getting to the sneakers, these things just scream 1990s, and it's through this crazy print found throughout the uppers. The inspiration of this sneaker is of the print on an outfit that Michael Jordan notably wore a few times. Once during the 1992 Barcelona Olympics, and then also in a McDonald's commercial with Larry Bird.
What's in the bag? Lunch. Big Mac, fries. Play you for it. On me. Reach me. Get it! Through the window. Off the wall. Nothing but net.
So that print is translated onto the sneaker through the mudguard, the eye stay, and the back heel. The fabric used on here feels like a denim, but probably isn't, so my best guess is that it's a canvas of some sort. Between both the print and material used, it reminds me of the Zubaz print that was popular back in the day, and you could actually get an instance of it through this vintage 1991 Chicago Bulls snapback that I have. Also, as a random aside, these prints just remind me of those crazy Aztec prints that you'd find on seat covers of cars. Either way, unless you're really about this vintage life, the extent of wearing a crazy print like this one will probably just be through sneakers and not really any clothing pieces. While the 90s looking print is obviously the highlight of this pair, this sneaker utilizes a white tumbled leather at the toe box and the mid panels of the sneaker. A similar leather can be found at the ankle as well as the swoosh in a black color. A common misconception with Nike's tumbled leather is that people automatically assume it's a good quality because of this sort of pebbled finish. What they don't know is that it's likely just a finish, and chances are this leather isn't a genuine leather, rather a synthetic one. For what these sneakers are though, they're decent. You can't expect premium materials for a sneaker with a box price of only $110, so these will do. More of the white color can be found at the laces, which rest on top of a white nylon tongue with hits of a maroonish red color at the Jumpman and 23 logos. That contrasting note of red is also found throughout the sneakers, particularly through the stitching throughout, but also through the embroidered wings logo at the back. Personally, I think it blends in too much with the print, and perhaps if it were in like a white or a black, this wings logo would probably pop a bit more. To close out the sneakers are a few smaller items such as the white insole with the red Jumpman, as well as the box, which is a standard black Jordan box that you'd find with any pair of lows or even mids. Additionally are a white midsole and a black rubber outsole, standard Jordan 1 stuff. I'm not sure if the SE on the box label drives up the price or what. Box price is $110 on these, which is a $20 premium to other GR Jordan 1 Lows that were recently released, including the pine green pair that I scooped up a few months ago. As for sizing on these guys, I'd go to your true size. My foot measures as a true 9.5, and I rolled with that size, and it fits me perfectly. I know that some people think that Jordan 1s run a bit snug, so just use my sizing advice at your own risk. At the time of me making this video, which is July 7th of 2020, I've only seen them drop in a few places, one of them being Hibbett Sports, which again is where I brought them from, and Finish Line / JD Sports. There wasn't a set release date on these, and I'm not sure how readily available they'll be, but I do anticipate them to release at some point on the various foot sites like Foot Locker, Champs, etc. So definitely keep your eyes peeled, and I definitely recommend following all of these sneaker Twitter pages that just show when these sneakers drop. The release on this Nothing But Net pair reminds me a lot of the women's UNC Jordan 1 Low that dropped recently, in that there wasn't a set release date on when they'd come out. They just randomly dropped. I'm still trying to scoop up a pair of those, so if you have any leads on them at a reasonable price, hit the DMs on my Instagram at StuffDylanLikes. It would be a men's 9.5 or a women's 11. As for my overall thoughts on this sneaker, I think they're great to wear during these summer months with some shorts and some crew socks, and then again in the cooler months with some jeans. The print is a bit out there, but with the right outfit, these can definitely be done up right. I also just love the backstory on these, and in a way, this pair takes on a sort of Nike SB mantra to them. For those of you that aren't aware, a majority of Nike SB dunks take inspiration after something and reference a specific memory. I love that independence and forward thinking that Nike SB has always had with their dunks, and we're seeing it more and more trickle over to other Nike brands, and I think this is a result of that. As for the actual nothing but net inspiration, this isn't the first time that this crazy print on Jordan's outfit has been used on a sneaker. Back in 2015, Jordan Brand used the same pattern on an Air Jordan 7 Retro, which is actually more fitting because Jordan was wearing the 7s on court back in 1992. As we've seen through a bunch of official images, there are a ton of Air Jordan 1 Lows slated to come out for the rest of 2020, which I think is nice to see. But it's also one of those things that Nike or Jordan Brand are going to beat to the ground and do way too much. So with that sort of thinking, this may be one of the last Jordan 1 Lows that I pick up for a while, unless there's something that catches my eye. But then again, who knows? In any case, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you think of these nothing but net Jordan 1 Lows. Are they something you'd rock? Is this one of the better recent released Jordan 1 Lows? I'd love to read all about it in the comment section below. Beyond all that, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and be sure to check out some of my other sneaker reviews. I pick up a bunch of random sneakers and just talk about them, so if that's interesting to you, definitely stick around and subscribe. Of course, also be sure to drop a like on the video if it helped you out in any way. That's a wrap though. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.